Okay, so we're outside. I'm gonna try and turn it on. It's gonna be... Good morning, guys. I have been trying to finish this video for a few days now and kept running into small things, so I'm gonna jump right into it and tell you guys what I'm doing today. So I know that you guys all are aware of my pit bike and that I had broken the exhaust trying to learn how to wheelie on it. I basically was just like lifting it up and trying to rev and go. It isn't automatic, so I'm not even sure if I can. But anyways, I landed, came down on the exhaust and broke it, so somebody welded it for me, and I will edit in the clips from the few days of putting the bike back together, so we'll put that in right now. So I got nearly halfway done installing my fixed bike exhaust and realized that I haven't taken a single video, so I had to kind of take it apart. Had to take like the front two plastic panels off, this plastic panel. I had to tape up this piece so I have room, because the exhaust now I'm gonna have to wiggle it through the front and then kind of in its spot, so I will show you when it's mounted. Okay, so I wrestled it into place and I have to go get my little gasket and the thing that mounts it, you can't see, whoops, up here, and put the bike back together. So yeah, it wasn't too hard to, I had to wiggle it. You have to put it through here, like through the front, and kind of twist it and turn it around to make it fit, and then yeah, so now I gotta put it all together just for that. So today I am going to finish fixing the bike. I put the exhaust on it yesterday. I didn't really take any clips, but I will edit in real quick the ones I did take. So with that being said, it's a Chinese bike and everything has rattled loose on it several times, especially after like off-road use. So yesterday when I installed the exhaust, I went out and rode it, and I'll show you the two bolts that rattled loose. So I'm going to, I have like Loctite or something in this bag that's leaked everywhere, but I'm going to try and seal it, and then we'll take it out and ride it, and hopefully it is going to stay inside. So let's see. Alright, so these little dudes rattled loose yesterday. So I'm gonna hopefully have, I think I should have some Loctite and high temp one, and clean it all up and screw those in, and then the bike should be good to go. So I had the bike put all together and was waiting for the thread lock to seal. So I was originally going to take it to Thunderhill yesterday. I went out to the shootout. Here are some cool clips from that. City. Look at it! Oh, I want it! so I had a blast out there, and I'm really grateful that On-Grid invited me out to hang out. I didn't drive, and I'm not sure when I will be out and driving again because of the sim rig setup that I bought and invested in, and just I don't really trust my Subaru in the heat, and there's some like mods I could do, I guess, to make it more reliable in the heat, so it's not a priority, and I need tires and stuff, so track day is probably again in the fall, but for now I got the Pitbike fixed, so we're gonna go see if I can't make it actually run. So the reason I didn't take the bike to Thunderhill, because technically the Loctite was dry yesterday, was because the day before when I was messing with it, for some reason the bike would turn on fine, but idle really high. Like to the point where if I wasn't holding the brake, the bike was literally moving on the ground, and I went ahead and messed with the idle, but if I turned the idle down too much, the bike just stalled out. So I messaged some people and they told me go ahead and clean the carb, and so I sprayed it with carb cleaner and the filter and, you know, cleaned everything up as I could, and now the Loctite is hopefully dry and we should be able to go and see if the idle issue is still a thing. And basically what you can see happened is it's a Chinese bike, so this is not surprising at all that this happened, but these bolts had rattled loose. So they are no longer the original bolts. I had one left, which I no longer do, and I went and matched it up, but as you can see it's slightly too long. So I am messing with some things because I have a feeling this isn't going to work, and I'm going to have to either find a shorter bolt or chop that one off with the cutters I have, because it does hit into there, and if I am seeing this correctly, it's not closed all the way, even though the other side is. So this will be something that I'm messing with today. I do have another carburetor for this bike if I do need it, because somebody else was like, oh, it's just the crappy Chinese carb that would make it run like it, and I'm not surprised about that. So yeah, we'll see. We're gonna mess with it today. Okay, so we're outside. I'm gonna try and turn it on. It's gonna be obviously not filmed because I'm gonna do it one-handed. But I will try and film the idle and see, because I'm gonna be messing with it. There's like an idle screw that you tip the bike over. I can't really see it from here. It's right there, but you have to access it from tipping it over. But you can adjust the idle. So we're gonna mess with it and see what happens. Okay, so riding it around, it was like, it rides fine, maybe a little rough, but it was progressively getting louder. So I had a feeling that, of course, these were coming undone. So sure enough, those two little guys wiggled loose again. So this has been a reoccurring issue. Anyone that's looking to buy this bike, it's been great, but Loctite those immediately, because I think that had I used like a high temp and not misplaced or lost the OEM bolts, I wouldn't be running into this, because these are basically too long. So I'm gonna try and go to a parts store soon and see if I can't find slightly shorter ones of that thread and a high temp Loctite. Otherwise I'm gonna have to chop these myself, because they're too long, because they're hitting the threads there. So oh well, it was fun. Well, I'm sad that everything that I try to do is just a complete failure, but I'm gonna figure something out for the bike soon, so stay tuned, waiting for that. If you guys have any ideas about like the idle issue, is that just because those are rattling loose, or is it my crappy carb? I don't know. So if you guys have any thoughts, this is my first bike, and obviously I don't know what I'm doing. So thanks for watching, and thanks for the support. Really appreciate it.